sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding Green complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Edge rusher Bruce Irvin has made his mark in Oakland, Atlanta. His calling card, speed off the edge. And he owns a Super Bowl ring from his time in Seattle with the Legion of Boom.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And that's complete. It's Green here. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front when they turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down. A draw play for Mixon. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Lockett. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. All go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have it as he gets this to the 47.
Let's go.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. These two teams all tied after one. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25.
Well, no chance to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
60 Pittsburgh. Check. Watch before. Right, check. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's complete to Lockett.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trailer happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. Any place, any time, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. An extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw here.
Harmony sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, we're going to sell the go. Just go, and let's see who's faster.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, He really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Tom Brady has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Golden Tate, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Mike Evans off to a big start catching the football in that one. Up over 100 yards already. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
Go 14.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson underneath. He's got Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Well, a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson underneath. He's got Olsen, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not only going to catch the football, he's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just picking up extra yardage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Uzomah. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green brings it in. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through it.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Wilson, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Mixon on the draw. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Open man is Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. On first down, it's Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.